thank you everyone for joining today, our partner webcast with Play It Green. We have Richard Dixon and Chris there from Play It Green today. So Richard Dixon is the co-founder and head of engagement Play It Green, and Chris is working alongside him today, and they're going to present to you ways in which we're working together, Elite Dynamics, with Play It Green to try and offset carbon emissions, and also how you can as well, your workforce can become more climate positive going forwards. So if I give the baton to you, Richard, to kind of go through the presentation, and yeah, great. Okay.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. There you go.
Okay, I've got control. Brilliant. So thanks everyone for attending today. Just as a little bit of background, I've known Jermaine for going on 20 years, and we've been good friends for a long time. When we launched Play It Green, I had a chat with Jermaine, and today's the result really of that conversation. So I'd like to tell you more about what we do and what Play It Green does, and how we can help your park on its journey to net zero. Play It Green basically was founded on a principle that we need to change, and we realize that everyone feels that sustainability is very difficult to do, it's expensive, and there's a big gap between people's intentions to change and people's actions. And what we created was a simple 3-step solution that enables people to repair the planet through reforestation and also rebalance their footprints. We reduce people's footprints through weekly tips and access to sustainable products and services, and that's equally applicable to individuals as it is to businesses. And then as a conscious business, we give 10% of all revenues we generate to good causes. And each park, each business can then choose their own good cause for the 10% of revenues to be re-given to. When we started working with Jermaine, we started with a climate positive workforce, which is basically an individual way to reduce footprints on a weekly basis in a very simple, cost-effective way. And Jermaine wanted to do more. Looking at the business, there's a very, very simple way that we were already planting more trees, and that was through adding trees to bookings and to tickets. So we came up with a climate positive API, which is a really simple, completely free add-on to your software that empowers your customers to offset their footprint of the journey to and from the park by planting trees. We also provide content for tips and discounts on sustainable products and services specific to the holiday, which you can push out with CRM. And then, as we said, we give 10% of the revenues to good causes that you choose. Trees cost 50p, and the maximum on a booking would be 8 trees, which is £4. So we now have a quick video to show.
Shrink your carbon footprint, create a climate positive workforce, stay ahead of green legislation, and leave a legacy for your grandchildren, all while growing revenues. With Play It Green, businesses can empower their employees to fight climate change by repairing the planet through reforestation, reducing their footprints with weekly tips, news, and discounts on sustainable products, and by re-giving 10% to a charity of the business's choice. Play It Green can also measure your business's carbon footprint, offset it, and help you transition to green energy. We can also plant trees for every product or service a customer buys from you, and create a framework to reduce your business footprint even more. Play It Green provides a ready-made and cost-effective solution to incoming green legislation, and even gives you the tools to showcase your efforts. By signing up, you'll become part of a community of businesses that are ready and willing to put collaboration over competition to save the planet.
So the industry really is looking for new customers, new business, and the current research shows that millennials and Gen Z are really loyal to businesses that help with social and environmental issues. People are more aware than ever about it, and these generations are the ones that make their purchasing decisions based around things like social and environmental impact. There's lots of benefits to our free plugin. It helps, as we've said, attract new customers. This is something that's growing the value of sustainability and social impact, and it's becoming a currency in itself. Customers always feel better about themselves when they do good, and then it makes them feel better about the booking and the brand. We also know that we need to create change. It's all on the news. We've just finished COP26. And by educating and providing your customers with sustainable alternatives, you're enabling them to be more sustainable and be part of that culture change, which then again adds to the value of your proposition. The beauty of our partnership with Elite is the API is completely free of charge. It's seamless, and you can get started in minutes and have an impact that literally lasts lifetimes. And we also understand marketing is really important. You want to grow your brand, and we provide lots of tools such as an online forest garden that shows your impact. We've got tree counters that you can share, loads of other social media, and we also make videos about each of the parks that work with us. Here's an example Chris, the CEO, put together of an impact that your park could have. We just took 100,000 bookings just because it was a nice round number. As an idea of percentages with other businesses, our biggest partner that adds trees to bookings is running around 80% of all the bookings have a tree added to them. And you can see the impact is incredible. Over 500,000 trees if 90% of customers took the bookings, and that's the equivalent of nearly 9,000 cars off the road, and we'll give £27,000 to your chosen charity. We do have other services because it's not just about empowering customers. We can provide you with everything you need to get to net zero. It always starts with a footprint report, so you know exactly what the park's footprint is. And we can do that through our partnership with Easy Carbon, which is a fantastic company for doing footprint reports and switching to green energy. You can also rebalance your historical park footprint through trees, which again is another bold move, and it's something that customers will take note of. And also you're healing the damage that you've done retrospectively, which is great. And then we also supply you with a full network and framework to get to net zero, with access to all product services and specialists to help you get there. This is our biggest product, the Climate Positive Workforce, which we've had feedback from every business, and no businesses that have joined us have ever left, that it's creating culture change, and it's creating a change of mindset with all the employees, so they want to be more sustainable, and they're all on a journey. And we love this, and we really want to give this to the world. And it costs £5 per employee per month, unless they're a high travelling employee, and we have packages for those as well. The environmental and social impacts of working with us is huge, and we really want to pass this on as well to as many companies as we can. We've partnered with Eden Reforestation, and they don't just plant trees, they employ people to grow, plant, protect and monitor the trees. And it's been so successful. Eden have been going for 20 years, and they now have second generation employees working with the parents on projects that were started 20 years ago. Charities we work with, this is another important part of our business, and what we believe everyone should be doing is helping others, and 10% goes to some of the good causes we work with, and we've got a lot more that are starting with us over the next 12 months. And planting trees with Eden and through ourselves hits 11 of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. We also hit a lot more with the net zero policy and framework. This is a nice fact. Businesses don't often know this, but employees can contribute as much as 90% of that indirect carbon footprint. And with our tips, we can get that right down and provide real meaningful change. This is the forest garden that we provide to every customer. This is the area where you can show your impact. It has download tools with social media, images, with tree counters and all sorts of stuff that you can use to promote your business and increase your marketplace. And this is the final product that is exactly what we're doing with Elite Dynamics, the climate positive planted tree option, which we can add to all products and services. We can do it completely seamlessly via API, or we can do it manually, whichever suits a business. And again, it's not just about planting trees. Working with us is about creating behaviour change. It's about creating conversations, and it's about getting to net zero. Thanks very much. If there's any questions, please do ask. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Thanks for that, Richard. That was really, really, really insightful. There has actually been quite a few questions come in. The first one. So how do we know the trees are planted?
So that's a really interesting question, and we do get asked that a lot. And one of the important things, in my previous role, I worked for a not-for-profit, and we planted trees, and there was no open and visible supply chain. So as a business, Play It Green decided we'd have open accounts, we'd publish board meeting minutes and have complete transparency. And when it comes to the trees, we get tree planting reports from Eden. We publish all the receipts for the trees we purchase. We publish I forgot what they're called, coordinates of where the trees are planted as well. And going forward, we're going to be giving photographs and more in-depth reports.
Perfect. Oh, that sounds great. So how much does it cost to work with Play It Green?
So the Climate Positive API, working with us and Elite Dynamics to empower your customers, is completely free.
Oh, wow. It's great.
It's simply a case of signing an e-contract, agree to transfer the money for the trees. We plant the trees, and literally that's it. Elite Dynamics switch it on, and it's up and running. How
much does a tree cost?
So a tree costs 50p to the customers, and we've made ourselves the cheapest on the market because, again, everything we do goes through people and planet filter first. And we were really uncomfortable with charging too much and making too much profit to sell a tree, when really it's about the impact. It's not about making profit out of things, too big a profit.
Yeah, absolutely. So someone's messaged saying that they want to do more, but they don't know where to start. So where would you suggest that they start?
So I would always say the starting point, join Play It Green. We provide you with a journey to go on to get to net zero. But as a business, I think the first place a business needs to start, climate positive workforce and footprint reports. Once you've got a footprint report, you know what your footprint is, and you've got a starting point to reduce it.
Yeah, by signing up to Play It Green, with the service with Elite Dynamics, it's completely free. So the cost is with the customer making the booking, who decides whether they offset the booking or not. But the holiday park company will get its forest garden, and within that is a download section. And it's a question we get asked all the time: what more can we do? We have a sustainability framework within the download section that covers 9 key program areas to get to net zero. And that covers governance, waste, transport, procurement, and there's lots of ideas in there. Basically, if you follow that framework and add to it each year, you will get to net zero at the end. And it's a great starting point, and it's a journey. So nobody can completely change overnight, and most companies just implement one change per year and then market that and then do something new the following year.
Great, thanks for that, Chris. So someone's asked, sustainability is going to cost their company quite a lot of money. Why should they do it? Why should they do it? Yeah.
So sustainability doesn't have to be expensive, and as Chris has said, it's not something that happens overnight. It's a step-by-step process that you build into your business. But I would also say that the biggest consumers, the biggest purchasers are demanding sustainability out of the products that they align themselves with, the products and services. You can see why every advert on TV is now about sustainability, why all the big, the Sky and BT, they're all doing sustainable productions. It's the way forward. And I think that companies that don't transition run the risk of being left behind and losing a big market share.
Yes, no, understand that. Okay, so I've got a few questions about the charities which you mentioned in your presentation. Someone's asked, could you tell us more on how individuals can contribute to some of the charities mentioned?
So with our the way our business works as a conscious capitalist business, we took the decision to give 10% of turnover to good causes. And through our subscription and our business partnerships, people select that good cause, and then we will give 10% of any revenue generated to that specific cause. And you don't have to stick with a cause. You can choose a different cause. And we also, if there's a cause there that you have a cause that we don't have there, you can let us know. And as long as they get through our vetting process, we can add them to our platform. And then every member has the option to choose that cause as well.
Oh, and that's great.
It's more marketing material for each holiday park. So you get to tell the story of the trees, the equivalent of offset or where they're planted, but you get the story of the charity as well. So 10% of every 50p will go to the charity of your choice.
Fantastic. That actually has answered the other question that has come in. So thanks for that, guys. Yeah, that is the last question. I'd like to thank you both for partnering with us today to present this to our customers and our partners as well. So yeah, thank you both. And if there are any questions from our attendees, please get in touch with our account managers. We've got Jermaine and well, there's Richard there as well if you want to find out more about the scheme. And yeah, they'll get back to you as soon as they can. I'd like to thank everyone for attending. And yes, have a great day, and we look forward to presenting another webinar to you in the future. All right then, thank you everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.